I have this weird question in my mind, which is that is there anyone watching this video right now who clicked on it, saw my face and thought, whoa, he looks older? Because I haven't done videos in so long. I bet that someone's done that, haven't they? Someone's looked at me and thought, oh, he looks older. Because I'm just so old. I'm almost 23 now, guys. That's like the proper adult number. Woo. I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm actually so lost right now. Hi, I'm going to be professional and good at vlogging from now on, right, starting now. Hello everyone, welcome. So, you may have noticed that this video is not titled as per my custom. You don't remember what the fucking custom is, who knows, who does? No, this is called A Day in the Life, because, excuse me, some time ago I made a video called A Day in the Life, where I just had a day and vlogged about it, to show you what's life like for me at the moment, what's my routine doing. I really enjoyed making it. Every few months, literally, I'll think, oh, yeah, I should get back on that, you know, do another one, do a little update, see how things have changed. August 2015. Doesn't time fly? Isn't it good that I chose now, because what better time to give you an excellent insight into just an average day. Aren't we all just living average lifetimes at the moment? It's not the day that I'm vlogging yet, by the way, it's the day before. I look really tired, look at those baggies, look at them. Gosh, I'm just trying to think if there's any contextual information that we need to know going in. I'm on furlough at the moment, and contrary to what our Chancellor says, I do kind of want to be on furlough. I'm not going to lie, I'm loving it. Obviously not to play down the horrors going on in the world. I'm staying at home. I'm writing a lot, 2,000 words a day. Yeah, I've written 1.5 novels since going on furlough, which is nice. I'm also now, for anyone keeping track, I'm still diabetic. Apparently it doesn't go away. I'm also now part cyborg. Now, excuse the snail trail. I think that's a tasteful amount though. This is so clever, the future is here. So for anyone who doesn't know, with diabetes it's just about keeping track of your blood sugar, and every time I eat I then have to do insulin and all that fun stuff. But that thing I just showed you, there's a little needle inside my bell. Look, it plots it in a graph. It plots it on a goddamn graph. Every 5 minutes it sends a reading. Isn't technology great, honestly? Yeah, that's a part of my life now, so I guess that's kind of relevant, just keeping track of that, and I'll show you my routine and what that entails for me, because I guess people who don't know might find it interesting. And yeah, Day in the Life, Part 2, 30th of May 2020. Let's see how it goes. Oh yeah, and I hope you're all doing well. Love you. Good morning. It's 7:20. That's quite early. Maybe that's why I look so goddamn tired. Getting up nice and early, still, I find helps, because otherwise, I don't know, I think it would be very easy to oversleep and live a depressed, late sleeping lifestyle, and that's not good. So, anyway, yeah, I'm 22, almost 23 as discussed, and I have an Adventure Time post over my bed. The first thing I do is remember birthdays, but the second thing I do is look at my blood. So this dotted line is the one we're following, and that number tells you exactly what it is now, so I'm at 7.3. When it's orange, that means it's above what it should be. Yellow is good, that means it's in range. So we can see that through the night, I've just dipped over the line, but honestly that's not too bad. So, for context, this is something to remember for the rest of the video. My blood has to be between the levels of 4 and 7, ideally, but it's not that bad if it goes up to like 8. But I try to be quite assiduous in keeping it in range. However, what I didn't mention last night is that thing on my stomach, it's firstly just, it's liable to be a little bit out, which is fine, because you just want a vague ballpark figure, but it is also 15 minutes behind because it's measuring what they call interstitial fluid, which sounds gross, by the way. I don't know what it is, it just sounds bad. Which is apparently 15 minutes-ish behind your actual blood. So, just because I put the sensor on recently and it's liable to be less accurate at the beginning, I'm going to test my blood as well. So I got an 8.6 on my blood, whereas my sensor is reading 7.3, which isn't that bad. Like I think that's pretty much within the expected error of margin. However, I can do a cool thing, which is to calibrate. So I can say, at this time, my actual blood reading was 8.6, and then it will adjust and I guess get more accurate, which is cool. This is literally the second one of these I have. They last 10 days each, so I'm still totally new to this. The next thing, because this is a long, drawn-out process that I'm going to have to do every day for the rest of my life, what fun, is classic needles and shit. Gosh, I love it. For every 8 grams of carbohydrate that I eat, I have to take 1 unit of insulin. This is a ratio that I've figured out myself. If I get it absolutely right, my graph will show a totally straight line and it won't go suddenly upward like a massive spike. You never get it exactly right, I don't think. I happen to know that I'm having a nice old bowl of Rice Krispies, other brands are available of course, for my breakfast, and I happen to know that that plus the milk will be 30 grams of carbs, which, yeah, obviously that doesn't really work out. It's not a multiple of 8, so I'll just treat it. It's close enough to 32, so we'll go with that. I don't know if anyone is particularly squeamish about needles or anything. I'm not, just as well. But if you are, skip like 30 seconds maybe, because I'm going to show you. Oh Lord. God damn it. And that's that. It's basically fine. I discovered this actually in the hospital. Doctors and nurses, hospital staff don't know how to give fucking injections. Or, well, I'm sure they do effectively, but fucking hurts. This is something I discovered. Yeah, it's fine when I do it myself. I don't know. And that will take about 15 minutes to do anything, so I have to wait 15 minutes before I eat. So you can imagine that kind of does bring up awkward situations, or just makes me feel a bit awkward sometimes if I'm a guest in someone's house or whatever, or, you know, and I have to ask 15 minutes beforehand to know like when eating is going to happen. And yeah, the other thing I'm unsure of is, you know, when someone else has gone to the effort of cooking for you, whatever, like how many carbohydrates is in it? I need to know. Or do I just guess? These are the things I still have yet to figure out. Social awkwardness prevails. But this is not just a vlog about my diabetes. I'm going to talk you through what my general routine has been lately. I have been setting my alarm consistently at 6:30 and consistently getting up about 7:30. Which is fine, you know. If I actually wanted to get up at 6:30, I'd set my alarm for 5:30. Then I do the whole rigmarole you just saw, and then it's breakfast, shower, all that good stuff, make a cup of tea, and sit down and do some writing. Ooh, joy, what good vlog content, I know. But I'll talk to you a little bit more about that when I sit down and do it. Also, I have a NAS. Yeah, I just wanted to get that out there because it's a recent acquisition and, oh, do you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, you know. Breakfast, I think. Yeah, I'm showered and hair washed and stuff. I'm wearing a t-shirt of a slug, doing a wee. Kind of creased, actually. Yeah, very creased. Sorry about that. I'm guessing that's just how I look normally. I just don't normally see it myself. So this is an enlightening experience. It is sit down and write time. I have a lovely bamboo mug of tea. Empress Grey, which is a citrus blend, for anyone keeping track of which teas your Kepple boy likes to drink. And to be honest, you should be. Get your notebooks out, lads. So I'm currently, writing a, I guess, ghost story. Well, it is very much a ghost story, but it's, yeah. I'm not going to say anything else about it, not because I think people are going to steal my ideas or anything, but because I find that if I tell anyone too much about what I'm working on, the impetus vanishes, leaves, and I stop writing. Because I guess you've blown your beans at that point, haven't you? You've already told your story. I began this on the 5th of May. It's now the 30th of May. And I've got... Yeah, yesterday I just crossed over the 40,000 word mark, which is pretty good for a month's work. I reckon it's going to be 60,000-ish at completion, which is quite short. It's almost novella, which, yeah, it is... As a writer, you never want to come out with a novella because no one wants to read them. I'll show you actually my graph. That's my daily word count. And as you can see, most of the time, except I did piss poor there, I am sort of getting at or close to 2,000 words. Apologies if the flickering screen gave anyone a seizure there. I hope not. Aiming for 2,000 words. At the moment, I'm averaging 1,600 a day. Much like my alarm setting policy, actually. Yeah, now I think about it. So what I'm going to do is just sit down. Well, I've done that bit. I'm going to give myself an hour and a half and then just see where I'm at word count wise at the end of that. I won't be at 2,000, I can promise that. It just feels weird to have done 2/3 of a novel in under a month. I don't think I've had as fast a turnaround as that. But yeah, let's just see how I do. Oh, and for anyone keeping track, my blood is at 7.2. Oh, and I have an Instagram message. And just like that, it is an hour and a half later, and I've done 690 words, and that's a third of my target, which is about on track, because I usually do about 4.5 to 5 hours of writing a day, so that's good. I try and space it out though. I usually go on my walk. I've found lately it's so hot out, I'm coming back so exhausted that I find it struggle to get back into the writing. So I think I might do my reading instead now. My camera is running out of storage space, which I'm going to have to do something about. However, I believe, or I hope, if I can get into focus, that I have time to show you the book I'm reading. I'm reading Travels with Charlie, which is a Steinbeck. It's a non-fiction, well, sort of, about him in his latter years travelling across America. However, I've read that a lot of it is very, I don't want to say made up, but for instance, Charlie, the eponymous character, you know, Travels with Charlie, is his dog that he travels with. That's all good and fine. However, in the book, Steinbeck's wife gets a mention at the beginning, because they live at home together obviously, and then he goes off in his travels. Then like they meet up once in the book. However, I've read, I don't know how true this is, that she was actually there with him for over half the time. But it's the dog that got in the title. But no, really enjoying it, can recommend that. It's just really well written, and I really enjoy Steinbeck. I think he's his writing style is to be emulated, to something we could all aspire to. It's just very concise, and that's the name of the game, isn't it? I believe I'm going to finish that book today, which is exciting. An update on Goodreads. God, it's weird to be vlogging again. I need to do something about my storage, don't I? Nah. I finished my book and gave it 4 stars on Goodreads. I recommend, it's good. Travels with Charlie by Steinbeck. And I also decided my next book, bit of Asimov, because I've never read any, and it seems like this is the obvious one to go for. So, pretty excited about that as well. And now is time for the second stint of writing for the day. Hopefully in an hour and a half I'll have around 1,300 words done, and then I will contemplate taking you on a walk. Outdoor vlogging always makes me self-conscious, but we'll see. Actually, before I do that, quick update on the whole blood sugar thing. Had a bit of a spike, bit of a mountain up to 15, which the more astute among you will notice that that number is not between 4 and 7. I've had this problem a lot lately. Breakfast cereals just seem to fuck me up. And there's a sentence I never thought I'd say. Yeah. Ah! Whoa! Jump cut madness. You've missed this. I finished my 1,300 words, which means, yeah, 2/3 of the way. Just got to do another writing session in a bit. But first, a walk, because goddamn I need to get out of the house. Inevitably I'll want to be back in the house within about 10 minutes, but that's just because it's horrible and warm, and I'm not built for that life. Right, it's probably been a good 3 years or so since I've done outdoor vlogging, so here's a treat. I'm mainly just doing this because, I don't know, I feel like I need evidence to the fact that I sometimes go outside. I'm clearly not very comfortable with this, am I? Oh gosh, getting back into it. So yeah, I generally do like an hour's walk a day, which is a real pain to deal with the blood sugars, actually, I've discovered. Long walks, any kind of exercise, make it absolutely plummet, so I've got to keep an eye on that, because high blood sugar means long-term difficulties, like I might have a stroke when I'm 40 if I'm not careful, whereas low blood sugar is, oh, that's immediate danger, because if it goes too low, I pass out and die, game over. So, I want to avoid that. It is way warmer than should ever be allowed in this country. Don't like it, but you know, gotta do what you're gonna do. Oh, actually, I did look at that Instagram message from earlier, which is from my mate from uni, Lewis, and yeah, I haven't talked to him in a few months, and it's always nice to receive messages from people. I think I'm really bad at being a person that you know, because if it goes like a month without messaging someone, I will never message them again. I'm so bad. I don't know, I just have this thing where I assume that people don't want to talk to me if they don't. Anyway, I'm really out of breath from talking and walking, so see ya. As predicted, I'm really, really tired. It's the walk, it's the sun, it's the everything. But I did have a phone call with Ruth, which is really nice. We stressed together over how inconvenient this whole like pandemic thing is for our plans. Really inconvenient. And yeah, now I'm going to have a 7-Up, which I have in the fridge, unsponsored, but still quite nice. It's going to be cold, it's going to warm me up. No, it's going to do the opposite. I'm actually so tired suddenly. But I'm going to push ahead, get 600 words done, and then we'll see about what to do next. Who knows? I have lost any capacity I ever had for vlogging, honestly. I'm just getting lost in my own words. Goodness me. My hair is an absolute state, and there's not a thing I can do about it. I finished my writing! Hell yeah! 2,000 words, yeah. Done all my tasks, and that is a good indication of how my days are going at the moment, actually. That's basically just my routine, and I think it is important to have a good routine and an established bedtime and getting up time as well. I'm actually really quite proud of myself for managing that. I just need to look back at my uni vlogs. I was so bad at maintaining a sleep schedule and going out and doing things. Obviously I'm not going out much at the moment, but so rather than falling into 3 months of deep depression, I'm at least writing novels. Can't say if they're any good or not, they're probably not, you know, law of averages. Better than nothing, innit? I find myself in a unique position now, which is that this is actually earlier than I usually finish my writing. It's about 5 PM. So I'll have my dinner and then I've got a whole evening. I don't know what to do with myself now I've finished the writing. I may read some more, maybe I'll do a live stream. It's been a while, You can catch me on twitch.tv/Kepple Marsh live. The possibilities are endless. We'll just have to see. It's now 10:30 in the evening. Bedtime, definitely. So here's how my evening went. I did indeed start live streaming. Cunt Empire. Then realised I was absolutely in no way feeling it. So then me and Ruth watched Leprechaun 3 instead, in which Warwick Davis, dressed as a leprechaun and doing a fairly poor Irish accent, goes around killing people in Las Vegas. It was pretty good actually. Well, it wasn't, it was terrible, but in a good way. Then I played with Dopey, my little mate, my little hamster. He's our baby boy and we love him. Yes, I'm a terrible person, I know. And yeah, that basically is it. That's a standard day for me, pretty much, except the live streaming bit. Could be doing worse, given the circumstances. As I stand here, I'm sort of wondering what the difference is between this day in the life and just a normal vlog. And to be honest, I'm not really sure. What does day in the life mean as opposed to my normal ones? Thanks for watching, people. I hope you're all well, doing all right. And yeah, I will shave and get a haircut soon, I promise. Bye.